Will this be shown before the film comes out or after?
This interview?
Yeah.
This interview's live right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, well, I won't say what I was about to say then, because it would have ruined.
Christian Bale has portrayed numerous iconic on-screen characters, ranging from a superhero to a Wall Street psychopath. Yet few people know how amusing he is in real life.
One of the things that I thought was really interesting is when you mentioned that you're still driving a Tacoma. I mean, is there a reason?
Why is that interesting?
Well, because
I'll tell you why he's still driving that.
Please.
Because he's hoping that he can put a motorcycle in the flatbed.
I've been banned. I've been banned from my motorcycles,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to put. Yeah, I lit my dream.
I got you.
Lives on, I
If
hope,
you sell the Tacoma,
yes.
you're selling your dream.
Exactly
Yeah, that's
right. Yes, you've nailed it.
Because you're asking me, like, why do you think it's so surprising? I guess people have this idea of, you know, Hollywood stars, they're driving, like, the nicest cars.
Wait, are you saying? The Tacoma's not the nicest car.
It's
How
a
dare you?
2006 Tacoma, right?
2003, thank you
Oh
very
my
much.
God, that's
Yeah,
almost
and
a-
second-hand even then. Right.
Sweet.
But, you know, so sometimes everybody's got to pick something up, haven't they? So you need a pickup.
Christian Bale is British. When he grew up and decided to move to Los Angeles to pursue his career, the culture shock was a bit more than he had expected.
What I found was I did hate it for the first year or two. Coming from a walking culture, and also I would just roll up at people's houses without calling beforehand. Just knock on the door, hey, do mate, and they'd be kind of, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just coming over to hang out, because that's what we did in England. You just knock on the door, you come, if you're busy, it's like, oh, go make yourself a cup of tea, I'll be with you in half an hour. Here it was like, you just, murdered their children, like the look they gave you, like, you're insane. You got called before. So you learn the sort of traditions and the, etiquette of the place. But, I've learned to love it and hate it. But initially I just wanted to get back to England non-stop. And then gradually I went, you know what, I'm really starting to like LA.
Christian Bale had to overcome not just his mannerisms, but also his accent. Actors who had worked with him would also be asked about this on television shows.
Is he someone who really becomes the character? Because he has this very thick British accent in the movie.
And Christian is a good example of somebody, he'll stay in the voice and in the physicality of the character for the entire time. And so we would have very kind of normal conversations on set. It's just that he's speaking in that way, and he's in that physicality. It's not like I say, hey, how's CB doing? And he goes, I don't know who that is. I'm Ken Miles. I don't know who Christian Bale is.
That would be so annoying.
No, it would just mean he's crazy.
In 2011, Christian Bale starred in The Flowers of War alongside director Zhang Yimou. After the collaboration, he was astonished to discover Zhang Yimou's distinctive directing style.
He is a very expressive individual, and then what was very interesting was just the cultural differences on that, where Emo was very funny. He would show me at times, I would do a scene, and he'd stop it and he'd go, yeah, that's how the guy would react, isn't it? And I'd go, yeah, I think so. And he'd go, right. Let me show you how a Chinese actor would have done it, right? And he would go, and it would be this very melodramatic, and he was hilarious, and he would be crying with laughter at the end of it. But for him, he was having to, bring himself around and go. He was expecting me to do something like that, and then I did something which was much less, and he would sort of scratch and go. The thing is that as an actor, you have to reinvent your style with each and every director that you work with. So I never looked at this and said, this is the Chinese way of making movies. I looked at this and said, this is Emo's way of making movies and making this particular movie. And that was it. So in that respect, it was no different than the changes I make and how I have to reinvent myself with every new director.
When it comes to making jokes at his own expense, Christian Bale never holds back.
Ready for the holidays, though?
Definitely.
You've worked hard for it.
I can play Santa. This is real. This is real. Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
All right.
I have a feeling that you guys are going to be getting many more awards after watching this movie. Congratulations on what is a roller coaster of a ride.
Well, this one, mate. She's the goat, but I just smell like a goat.
Shut up. He's gonna this whole interview, he's gonna put himself on the lowest keel, and it's not acceptable.
It's where I like to be.
I gotta ask you, you're a bit bigger than you normally are. I think because of the last movie you were making, right? Do you like it? How do you like being a little bit big?
I like rolling around, It limits my pant choice. It's either elasticated or these. But I'm the type of shopper that goes out and I go, yeah, right, I'll have 6 of those, and that's the end of it because I don't like shopping.
When it comes to drastically transforming his physique for movie roles, Christian Bale is something of an industry benchmark. For the 2004 film The Machinist, he shed 63 pounds to play the protagonist tormented by insomnia. Shortly after wrapping this production, he landed the role of Batman. When he showed up on set for filming, everyone present was stunned by his completely transformed appearance.
I mean, first you did The Machinist, and you dropped 63 pounds.
Yeah.
And then you went balloon back up 100.
Yeah, within about 5 months. Because I loved The Machinist script very much. I felt like it was an essential thing to have him be incredibly skinny.
Explain that? I mean, is that just your nature to be that obsessed?
I think it's an interesting thing that whatever state you find yourself in, you tend to accept as being the norm. And so despite the fact that to everybody else's eyes, I was dangerously skinny and possibly, potentially doing myself great damage, I was actually saying, I think I failed to achieve the look I was originally going for. Looking back in retrospect, I think that's nuts. I think that I became incredibly obsessive, and what the hell was I thinking?
Christian Bale did the same thing all over again in 2018. This time, he played former Vice President Dick Cheney in the film Vice. Without a doubt, his weight gain transformation was an enormous success. When he walked onto the set, hardly anyone recognized that this man with a shaved head and bleached eyebrows was Christian Bale.
Can I ask you, Gail did mention that you do look a little bit different than last time.
I do look a little bit different. She walked straight past me going, where's Christian? I'm like, hey, I'm over here, Gail.
I know that I felt foolish. So we can say it, you put on some weight, but for a role.
Quite a lot of weight, yes.
Yeah. How many pounds did you put on?
I thought it wasn't just for fun that I decided to shave my head, bleach my eyebrows, and put on 40 pounds. I was playing
40 pounds?
a Mr. Dick Cheney in a film which we wrapped.
You gained 40 pounds. Did you just eat anything? I did that when I was pregnant. Did you just eat whatever you wanted, when you wanted?
It was the first time in my life that I realized I had to do this in a smart way. Well, because in the past, like for losing weight, I went, I'll just smoke and drink whiskey and never eat anything. And it works. But I'm in my mid-40s now.
It doesn't work so well now.
And I just thought, probably just eating cream puffs non-stop is not going to be so good for my ticker.
There's a great program called Weight Watchers. I'm on it, and I highly recommend it for you.
Now, I can start now.
Yes. This is a bit of a badass look for you. Is this just for fun?
This is a bland, this is just what I do for fun. This is what I do
Did you
for
have a
shits and
tragic...
giggles. I like putting on 40 pounds, shaving my head and bleaching my eyebrows. That's good.
When it comes to script selection, Christian Bale has plenty of ideas of his own. Sometimes he takes on a role simply because he is drawn to the character's lifestyle.
Movie, a metaphor for America, for everything that's happened to it in the last 5 turbulent years. And I've heard you were drawn to this script immediately. Why?
It was something that hypnotized me, and the characters were fascinating. The life, the lifestyle, the towns. The town is such an important part of this man's life, his love of his town, like absolute sincere patriotism.
As an actor, Christian Bale possesses great professionalism.
In many ways, like an actor, it's absolute belief in what you're doing. You don't allow a second's hesitation or doubt to enter, so that you actually come to, you manage to stay objective, and that, you understand cut. As an actor and as a con man, you do understand there's a purpose to this, but you're starting to get to that point where you're almost kidding yourself. And when you're able to do that, then inevitably you're going to be kidding other people successfully.
When receiving praise from others, Christian Bale will also carefully point out the parts of the credit that do not belong to him.
But you trained yourself or made your eye look the other direction to play Michael.
You know what? That sounds far more impressive. I might have accidentally done it a few times. Sort of as a kid, you tried doing the kind of cross eyes, and then how much can you move it around and all that. And then maybe occasionally, it happened, and we managed to catch it on camera. But there really wasn't much practice involved. There's sometimes happy accidents.
Award ceremonies mean a great deal to most actors, but for Christian Bale, there can be a rather unconventional way to handle them.
You are not into the hype machine of award season at all, as I recall.
Well, it's a tricky thing to apply to, films or acting, whatever. It's not like a 100-meter dash where someone crosses and you go, man, they got it. You know what I mean? It's all opinion. I just chose when it did happen. They got you know, awards talk for the part I did. For me, totally happy doing it for the film, but I just do not feel right about getting into any kind of tit for tat.
Even though Christian Bale has mixed feelings about award ceremonies, plenty of funny moments have unfolded throughout his many award-winning nights. One such example took place at the 2016 awards show when he won Best Actor in a Comedy.
Choice is... Oh man, I ripped it. Christian Bale, The Big Shorts!
Thank you so much. That was just a lovely make-out session with my wife and with Adam and with Charles as well. We all really got to know each other very well.
The just incredible work of every actor. Melissa, I'm not going to drop the F-bomb like she did. I've done that plenty before.
Among Christian Bale's many collaborators, Taylor Swift is perhaps the most unique one. They starred together in Amsterdam in 2022 and even sang together after filming Wrapped.
Got kids. Were they most excited about you working with Taylor Swift?
I actually didn't even tell them until it was a few days afterwards, and I happened to, a Taylor Swift song came on, and I went, "Oh, I was singing with her the other day," and they went, "What?" They were less kind of impressed with me than felt bad for her that she had to sing with me, because I sing around the house a lot and it ain't pretty.
Was this singing on and off camera, or just, you know, you walk into the canteen, started whistling some tunes?
I do sing a lot to myself, but I usually just look like a madman, just sort of stumbling around. I had to sing on stage. Noticed, abbreviated quite a lot for the film. Wonder
Scenes,
why. But
compact.
then, yes, a scene where JD and myself and Taylor did have to sing around, very intimately. And it was all sounding all right, but that was because I was singing, so it just sounded all right. And JD was singing, and we were looking at each other and barely getting the lyrics right and definitely being off pitch. And then David said, "Hey, but how about JD and Christian just shut up?" And we were like, "Yeah, good idea." And then Taylor just sang, and we all suddenly realised that we'd just been destroying this angelic voice all day long. But really quite something when somebody has that natural gift is quite remarkable. And when they're standing here next to you singing like that, goosebumps.
Christian Bale and Matt Damon co-starred in Ford vs. Ferrari. Their natural on and off screen chemistry is something no script could replicate.
And one scene that I just wanted to ask you about, and kind of a small thing, is just the fight that Ken and Carol have experienced doing action movies, but this is not a choreographed, like, skillful fight. Was that kind of just a nice change of pace for you guys?
How rude of you. How rude of you. Right? He has no idea. How
This wasn't
we
insult. It
worked
wasn't meant
at
as an
that.
insult. Sorry.
All right, so we've fallen off a little bit, but that was a lot of work, and a lot of to the choreographers, to the stunt team that doubled us for the parts that we couldn't do. You know, it was.
Interview is over, sir.
I said good day.
How are you guys?
Good,
Great.
thanks,
mate. How long ago did you finish the movie?
A year ago? Yeah, a year ago.
Halloween, actually. It was exactly Halloween.
Yeah, exactly a year ago.
There you go. Are either you guys by nature gearheads? Not really.
No.
You guys share the same agent?
Yeah.
Yeah. For decades?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
he likes him better.
Well, I'm Patrick's first client. I'm more than 25 years with Patrick, so I was on. So I think you're probably 20-something years into it.
So there was never a cup of coffee like you guys. Let's get these.
I have seniority.
Let's get these guys together. But did that never occur after all?
Oh,
those
we'd
years?
bump into each other, and I'd always know what Christian was up to. I've always watched Christian's work. You know, from
and laughed afterwards. Really?
And gone, Patrick, how could you put him in that? Batman, what do you think?